Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, welcome to the Kathie J Show. I am Kathie J. Thank you, everybody who's been checking us out on the website, KathieJShow.com. And thank you for tuning in today, because I am thrilled you're watching. Today is all about fashion, everybody. And it's about not limiting yourself. That's the big point. So let's have some fun today. Let's hang out. I already got my fedora on. That's the right name for this hat. Okay, good. So if you stop and think about it, clothes started out as a necessity, okay? They were used as protection from the elements, you know? Unless that wind picks up. Nobody's good when the wind picks up. But we've come a long way since skirts were made out of leaves and grass and loincloths. Again, you gotta watch out for that wind. But nowadays, outfits are a way that you express yourself. It shows who you are as an individual. Sure, there's the fashion trends that you follow, but remember, somebody has to start that fashion trend first. You wanna rock that purple hair and the bright green mini skirt? I say you go for it. Are you feeling sexy in your workout look? I didn't say it right, did I, Colleen? Look. Go stretch your stuff at the gym. Do whatever you want, because we need more individuals out there, everybody. Maybe you're in your late 70s and you're killing it in the fashion game. You have bright, bold colors and 85,000 Instagram followers. Yeah, that's happened. The point is, there's no limit on how you choose to present yourself. Come on, at any age, it's about being yourself. And that's the hardest lesson in life, isn't it, everybody? Just being yourself. So you should wear what makes you feel comfortable. If I'm in my sweats, I'm comfortable, everybody. I love my kicks. Everybody knows I love my tennis shoes, my Wonder Woman tennis shoes, whatever I can do. I like to express myself through my tennis shoes. And this lady, our next guest, likes to express herself through everything. She does it every single day, everybody. Please welcome to the show, Judith Boyd, the creator of the blog and social media pages, Style Grown. Hello.
Thank you, Kathy. I'm so happy to be here.
Judith, you look fabulous. Like our producers were like, wow, she comes with the set. Like, you look amazing.
Turned out to be lucky, I guess.
Yeah, so you've been in Denver. You've been in Denver a long time. Are you from Denver?
No, I'm from Minnesota,
okay.
But I've been in Denver since 1975.
Oh, so yeah, you're from Denver.
I'm almost here.
You're almost from Denver. And you have kids? You raise kids here in Denver?
3 children.
That's
yes.
awesome. That's awesome. You and your husband, Nelson. Yes.
Yes, he was my second husband.
Your second husband.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and so what did you do while you were here in Denver before you became the social media blog icon that you are?
Oh, thank you. I was a psychiatric nurse, and so I hung out at mental health centers. At the time, Denver General was named Denver General.
Yes.
I worked in the psychiatric drug alcohol ER, which was one of my favorite jobs.
I bet you have the best stories at any party.
It's true, I have quite a few stories.
You have great stories. And you know, I still refer to it as Denver General.
Right.
Yes, totally.
You're really close.
Yes, right. It's right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
But you being in the ER at Denver General, you were
Right.
seeing, I would say, the worst cases coming in.
Right.
That's people coming in off the street, right?
The best cases.
The best cases.
Yes, it would be, I wouldn't see someone unless they were suicidal, homicidal, or gravely disabled. So there's not very much that will shock me.
Yeah.
And
you actually liked that.
Yes,
You liked it.
Yes,
yeah.
I loved it.
You said it was like an adrenaline rush.
I think it was, and since I don't do that anymore, I wonder where. I think I get my adrenaline rush from my hats. Maybe I don't know.
It must be. No, it must be. And we'll get into all of the hats and stuff. But this is some. Oh my goodness, what is this? Oh, this is you and your social media blog.
Right.
That outfit. Where is that from?
The outfit is from a vintage store in Florida, and the hat is from a designer in New York, but I am actually sitting at Antiques Etc., which is one of my favorite antique malls, and my friend Steph Deuce, who has a vendor there, helps me keep my collections organized.
Oh!
So
I love that. We were wondering about your collections, Judith. We were wondering, is her whole house a closet?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Well, I try and keep the first floor. It's still kind of a closet, though, because I do have hats strategically placed.
Okay, all right.
throughout the house.
Stop there because I want to hear all about that. Okay, everybody, it's time for a quick break, and when we come back, more with hats strategically placed around the house. And Judith, we'll be right back. Kathie J. Ramos Law is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. He's a medical doctor and a lawyer. Ramos Law, what makes us different makes us better. Welcome back to the Kathie J Show, everybody. I am thrilled you're joining us this half hour. Today we're talking with one of Denver's fashionistas. Judith Boyd is here. Yay! Okay, so Judith, before we went to commercial, you were saying they're strategically placed around the house.
Right.
Do you have like mannequins around your house?
I do, actually.
Do you really?
Yes, I have a mannequin in the dining room. I have mannequin heads on the mantle.
Okay, that's not creepy.
Well, they have hats on them.
Okay, well then that means something.
I also collect mannequin heads.
Do you really?
Oh yeah, because display is everything.
So this becomes your decoration and your decor, your home decor.
Part of my home decor.
That's awesome.
Right.
So the colors of the hats match whatever rooms they go in, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
You go that far with it?
They play. You know, it's like putting an outfit together. You put a room together. Sometimes I need help with that because it's a little bit different, but there are similarities.
I
Like, where do you
love
put
that.
the leopard print?
Oh,
You know,
well, I don't know.
I do have 2 vintage cupboards in my dining room that are very, very beautiful, and I store headwear in them. So
You store what in there?
headwear, hats.
Hats,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
all right. I love this. So when you were a psychiatric nurse, were you into fashion? Were you into hats? Were you the crazy nurse that always had some sort of sparkle on her?
I did wear hats. I would, if I started a new job, I would feel it out and see if I could start with maybe a beret or something.
Okay, so
and,
you've always loved some sort of flair.
Yeah, I guess I do when I think about it going back.
Yeah, okay.
But working in mental health, I didn't wear a uniform, so except for, you know, what I put together.
Yeah, no, I love that. Okay, so you were a psychiatric nurse, and then you became a caregiver to your husband Nelson, because your life has been long. It's been long and beautiful.
78 years is a lot of decades.
Yes, it is. And is that Nelson?
Yes.
What a cool dude.
Yes.
He is hip and cool, and I love it.
And that's after 60 chemos.
Are you kidding me?
I'm serious. Yeah, he really knew how to take care of himself.
He sure did.
Right.
You guys did yoga together, right?
Well, no, he didn't do yoga, but he was a rowing coach.
Okay.
Concept 2 rowing machine.
And when he was getting sick, one of the things, my grandmother, she was a caregiver for my grandfather.
Right.
She was a nurse. So when he got sick in Parkinson's and became bedridden, it was natural that she would take care of him.
Right.
She ended up dying before him because she was the caregiver.
That is a statistic.
It is a horrible
unfortunate.
Yes, so you were Nelson's caregiver. Did you
Right.
face any of that? Were you conscious about it the whole time? How did
Absolutely, because I knew the statistics, and so I made sure that health was a priority for me. I started doing yoga, and I continue to do yoga. It's one of my lifelines.
Yeah, I love that you smile when you say it.
Yeah, and I meditate, and we started eating a plant-based diet, and so we supported each other in taking care of ourselves, and so I continue with all those strategies to this day, because if we were doing all of that for him to live longer with cancer, then I feel that it's important for me to continue to do the same and have the same habits as I live today.
Well, you look fantastic at 78 years old,
Thank
78
you.
years young. That's amazing. I love
Thank
it. For other people that are caregivers out there, what advice do you have for them?
Focus on health. Focus on taking care of yourself. Be really kind and gentle to yourself. And it's important because then you'll have the energy to take care of somebody else.
Yes,
so,
because you're on the other side of it of you've lost a loved one. You know, a lot of us, like I know that might happen, you know, in my future, but you're on the other side of it now, the loved one who has lost a loved one.
Right.
And you're now finding who you are and what you're going to be doing for what the rest of your life is.
Right.
And Nelson, how long did you take care of him?
His diagnosis was in 2005, and he passed away in 2011.
That's
So
good years together.
Yes,
Yeah,
they were really
awesome.
good years together.
Okay, so after he was gone, and shout out to you, Nelson, your girl's still hot. Then what happens? What's the rebirth of Judith?
Well, Nelson and I started the blog together,
Okay.
Style Crone, in 2010.
So you were modeling for him? How did it go
Yes.
down? Is that what it was?
Right, I would dress up and
I
he
love
would take
that.
my photo, and he'd never been a photographer, and I had, I was a mental health worker, so I love it that you're trying on all the
Of
hats.
course I'm trying on the hats.
That's a vintage Dior 60s.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what about that picture? Oh,
That's
my
the
goodness.
dining room. That's a vintage orange gown. I love gowns, by the way. They're so festive, and people don't wear them nearly enough.
No, they don't. This is the vintage Dior, everyone. Isn't this? This is fabulous.
Isn't that beautiful?
How do you come across these hats?
I found that at an estate sale. I found either I do estate sales, vintage shops, consignment shops, thrift shops.
It's a passion.
Yes, climate
Yeah.
change is
Oh
part
my,
of
I'm
it.
sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, Judith. Look at that photo.
Oh,
that is just classic, beautiful, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, classic beauty. I mean, that is, who dresses you? Did you show
I
up to a shoot
do.
and
I
someone
do.
gives you stuff, or is this all your
no,
stuff?
this is my collection, and I take most of my photos myself
Sorry.
now because during lockdown, it was either learn how to take my own photos because I wasn't seeing anybody,
Right.
and so I wasn't seeing the photographers that are so dear to me. And so I learned how to take my own photos.
Okay, I've been trying to do that for years. You figured it out. You figured it out at 78 during the pandemic.
Well, I had
That's
to
awesome.
because it was either give up my Instagram, which would have been really hard to do.
Yes.
That's the hat room.
I was gonna say, what room was that?
That was the hat room.
Did you guys see the hat room? You might have to get a bigger house, Judith.
Well, it's one of those Denver squares.
Oh,
and
yes,
so,
it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to take a quick break, Judith, but when we come back, I'm going to ask her how she got those 85,000 followers on Instagram and other things about how age shouldn't stop you from anything. Obviously, we'll be right back.
Kathie J.
Oakwood Homes is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. Oakwood Homes, building happiness.
Kathie J.
This is amazing. It's an amazing show. Look at this amazing hat. I love all of this stuff. Gloves. Remember when you were a kid and you got to, at Easter, you always get to wear gloves, or at prom, you got to wear gloves? Gloves are underrated. I forgot
Totally
how cool they are.
underrated.
Yes. No, I'm kidding.
That
Anyways,
looks fabulous
it does
on
look
you.
fabulous. So I was asking you in the break, do you have a favorite hat? And you said they're kind of like my kids, there's no favorite.
Right. It's really hard to choose a favorite because they're for different occasions. Like I tried to bring a variety of what I have, and
Amazing. So
yeah.
you say that you separate them. So animal prints go over here, or do
Yeah.
you separate them by decades? How do you
oh no, I
separate them?
separate them by color, and so there's an entire spot in my hat room, takes up most of a huge shelf in the corner. It's just animal print, and so this is one of my favorite animal prints.
Well,
actually,
it's one of mine too. I
Yeah.
love it. I feel powerful in this.
It's from
okay,
my-
right? UNITY. I love this hat. So what I want to know though, it's obviously a passion for you.
Right.
So is that kind of like that's what's driven you? I think is your passion, right? Like if you're
Right.
passionate about something in life, nothing can ever be that bad.
Well, absolutely. There's a lot going on in our world right now.
Yes, there is.
And I think it's important to maintain a mindset of self-care and enjoying life, but
Yeah.
also being aware of what the issues are.
Well,
and
yes, because so many people, I would say, in their 70s are trying to enjoy retirement. You hate that word.
Well, retirement kind of it sounds like then you just stop.
Yeah.
And I really.
But all of us are working for retirement, Judith.
Well, and that's great. But I see it more as a transition into something that, for me, I have a purpose, I have a passion.
Yes.
And there's research that helps me be healthy.
Helps you alive.
Right.
So the passion, obviously, 85,000 social media followers. How do you get that? How did you build your blog to the point where you have that many followers?
Well, I started in 2010, and I don't know if you know about the blog Advanced Style.
Yes.
Yes, and so I met Ari, and he was always very supportive of me, and so that brought more visitors to my blog. And then I started Instagram about 5 years ago, and so I did have a base of followers from my blog.
Yes, I'm sorry, but you're amazing. I love all of these clothes. How much time do you put into this?
It's a full-time job.
Is it? Is it really?
Right, it really is.
That is a great outfit. Oh, black pantyhose with red shoes. Why not? I love it. You just go for it. Is there a rule to fashion?
Absolutely no rules. I can have my own rules.
Yeah.
But other people cannot. It's not okay with me that other people would set rules for me.
Yes.
And there's all these lists about what you should and shouldn't wear. When you turn 30, for goodness sake,
Right.
that's like a baby.
Right.
So I think defy all the rules and I make my own. What I love to wear, what I feel comfortable in. When I look at the mirror, I don't have a fashion education or background. It's just like, if it looks good to me and it's fun to me, I look in the mirror, okay, that looks good, and then I'm out the door. But
Yes.
until I get to the point where I say, oh, I like how that looks, that's my criteria.
Right, that's as easy
Yeah.
as it should be. Absolutely. Do you hate sweatpants?
No, no, not at all.
Does Judith ever go out of the house undone?
Well, I take the garbage out.
Do you put red lipstick on to take the garbage out?
No, I don't, but I go to yoga with lipstick, sunglasses, and a hat, and then I can do incognito errands later, but that's all you need, really.
Yeah, a good lipstick, absolutely.
Right.
You know,
And a mask.
And a mask, absolutely. Yeah, so do you consider yourself a social media influencer? Because you are.
I don't know, the term influencer doesn't really feel right to me. I feel more like creator, like a content creator.
Okay.
I know that the term influencer is out there, and some people put me in that category, but there's something about it that I'm uncomfortable with.
Okay.
Because
you're like, I'm not here to really influence you, I'm just doing it because I love it, that kind of a thing?
Yeah, and if someone is inspired or influenced by it,
Then
that
you like
makes me
that.
feel very, very good. It still surprises me, but because really I'm just a psych nurse that loves to dress up, I guess you would say.
No, I think you're more than that. I think that you are a representation that life doesn't end after you retire, that life doesn't end when you get into your 60s and 70s and 80s.
Oh,
so many people
no.
say, well, I guess I'm going to go learn to garden, or they go
That's
sit.
great, too.
Well, that is, but I mean,
Right.
it's not something, I just feel like they just feel like their life is going to be over, and they become, maybe I'll hang out with my grandkids, you know, and I
Well,
just
that's
think
good, too.
that is good too, but it's about still living with a purpose. When you find people that
Right.
don't have a purpose, that's where you have a problem.
Right, I think it's really important for our health to have a purpose.
Yes.
Because it gives us, if we want that, it gives us more longevity.
Yes.
And it gives us more years to wear hats. I think I kind of.
That's exactly right. That's right there, Judith. It gives us more time to wear hats. You can check out Judith's blog. It's stylecrone.com. You're doing a play on the crone word, aren't you? With that?
Oh, I love the crone word.
I love the crone word.
Yeah.
You can also find Judith on social media by searching for the handle Style Crone. We'll be right back.
Kathie J.
The Colorado Lottery is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. Colorado Lottery, play on. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Thank you so much for watching today. You can always catch more at KathieJShow.com. Judith,
Yes.
goddess, thank you so much for being here. Kick your leg up really fast. I want everybody to see how cool.
Shoes and
Girl, that is like a velvet burgundy, if you guys can't see. And the suit.
sustainable clothing is what I focus on, and this pantsuit is from probably the 70s. Antique Boutique on Instagram. She's wonderful.
I love that. Now, yeah, your style crone, you are playing off the word crone as in the ugly old lady.
Ugly old woman.
And that is
That's
not
the definition in the dictionary. If you want to look it up, it really is.
It's ridiculous,
So-
but you are stylish and you're flipping it on its back, right?
I want to flip that word on its back because it has a history that's very positive. When older women in some cultures were valued and were seen as role models.
And
Let's
we are
change
role
it.
models. We have a lot to give. There's a lot of
Right.
value in our older adults. Please respect them and let them live their lives and encourage you to live it like it's golden.
Absolutely. Every moment as much as possible.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Judith.
you for having me.
Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good one.
Oh, that was fun. It was such